Getting some signatures, huh? Wandering around?
Yeah. Tell us what happened.
Okay.
This was earlier today.
Today's day 24 of my fast, so. Yeah, just a little while ago. We went inside, and because we heard that the governor and Ron Wyden and some other people were going to be speaking, so we went in and we went up to the upper tier, and we were standing there listening. And we weren't able to get in close enough when the governor was speaking, but when we did get in close enough when Ron Wyden was speaking. And when he spoke, he said that he started talking about the National Guard and about their sacrifices and about how they are going to deploy, and that the state of Oregon was praying for them. Right at that point, I said, "Keep the National Guard home in Oregon." I shouted that out several times, as did one other person standing beside me. And at that point, there was a lot of quiet in the room, in the entire rotunda. Thousands of people were packed in, and there was a very, very definite lull in chatter. And I could see Ron Wyden and Kulongoski, scanning the crowd to see where the voices were coming from. And we just continued to shout and to ask people to stand up, to support their Guard, to keep the Guard home in Oregon. That, Governor, you can do something about this. Do something. Stop the Guard deployment. And at that point, we were escorted out of the building by the police. And I've been out here ever since, traveling amongst the crowd, and it's just been tremendously successful in getting people to at least take literature. We've gotten a lot of signatures. I'm almost out of postcards. I've sent somebody to...
I just see you got a delivery of a bunch more of those.
Wonderful.
And there goes Governor Chad. Right?
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, let's go.
Governor, keep the Oregon National Guard home in Oregon. Keep the Oregon National Guard home in Oregon, Governor. Please support the legislation. Keep the Oregon National Guard home in Oregon.
Protect you while they try to dispossess you of the right to decide between wrong or right, to openly discuss what politicians hide. They want to keep their secret plans from the public eye. We gotta keep our fires burning, keep our spirits bright. We gotta rise up, rise up, rise up. Rise up, people, against the war. Rise up, people, against the war. Rise up, people, against the war. Rise up, people.
I see PTSD in 1 and 2 year olds. Yes, that does resonate very deeply with me. And I'm not willing to put up with it without doing everything I can. And if that means to shine a spotlight by putting my own life on the line, because that's what we're asking again and again and again and again, and we can't justify it.
Is your family being supportive of you?
They are. They are. It is hard on us, is what's happening to others, and how hard it is on them to continually have to shoulder this burden.
And with that sacrifice that you're making, and the sacrifice of you fasting, and the health of you, I want to get to the hard question here. Like, days go by and you can only not eat for so long. What do you think? Have you thought much about what may happen when eventually you're too weak to still stand up?
Well, I'll be sitting down all the time then, but I'll still be at the post. I'll still be talking to the best of my ability. I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to give this up. And I have faith in the people of Oregon, especially with the people I saw today. I have faith that there are so many people who feel strongly about this, as obviously was demonstrated today, that we have the power to succeed. And I can't give up now. I won't give up, because I have the faith that I'll be seen through by the very energy that's carrying me along. And the people who stopped by with cards and letters today, I got some cards and letters from some veterans who, came down to say that how much they really, really appreciate this. I'm talking about people who came down with their family members, National Guard members with their family members. One walked up to me with his 4 children and said, "Thank you for doing what you can to, keep me with my kids." And I looked at all 4 of his children, 4 kids, all very, very young. And I had to really, think about that, what this means and how far I'm willing to go with it. I'm willing to go all the way, because we're asking him to go all the way. Because we're asking mothers, single mothers, who are having to put their children into state custody, into foster care. I'm doing that for them too. I'm doing it so that their voices aren't lost, their stories aren't lost. And if I had to rely on the mainstream media, then yes, there would be a far greater risk of this going unnoticed. But because of people like you, Joe, Mike, Joe, anybody, The stories keep getting out, and I have faith in that. I have faith in the power of that, and I have faith in the power of the people who are watching this, or who will watch this, or who will hear the story one way or the other.
Okay. Now, along that same line, if you get too weak, and you will be sitting down then, that's
Yes.
what you'll have to do. What happens when you pass out? An ambulance will probably be called, right? And they'll take you to a hospital.
Yes, where the orders are, I'm not to be force-fed in any way, shape, or form, and that's my right. That right was established by the suffragettes, the women's rights movement.
Did you sign some papers in that regard?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I'm not allowed to be force-fed in any way, shape, or form.
Well, I sure hope I'm not here to see that day. I'd rather be here to see the celebration.
Yes,
and
celebration
the troops coming home, and us all
forging
forward. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Killing ain't no way to make a peaceful day, as all of God's children can easily explain. We gotta keep our fires burning, keep our spirits bright, stand up and speak for what we know is right. We gotta rise up, rise up, rise up.
How many of those you gave out? Probably
Hundreds of them.
Hundreds.
Yeah, Paul came with a big, huge box. I passed out 200 before the building even opened this morning.
Did you get any of the National Guard campaign thing? The girl up there on the steps?
I don't think so.
You didn't really get any of her?
I think we've got enough, to tell you the truth.
Rise up, people. I see days ahead. Kiss my children into bed. All across the planet, I see that everything is fine. Yeah! Rise up, people, against the war. Rise up, people, against the war.
Only thing you're eating or drinking, huh?
Right. Water with vitamin supplements. I'm out of vitamin supplements, but that won't be long.
What's that?
I said we're out of vitamin supplements, but that won't take long. I just gotta replenish my supply. Thank you very, very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, as well as a veteran that came by with wearing a hat that said, Desert Storm veteran, and he wants to tell me the story of how his family has been impacted when he's been deployed repeatedly. And he was standing here telling me about how he had 3 beautiful children with him, and was telling me that, I missed her the first time she walked, I missed the first time she spoke her first word, I missed her the first time I missed when she was born. Going on and on about each child and what it's cost him. And so I asked him if he'd come back or leave me his information, which he did.
Wow.
So that, and he'll be willing to talk to you as well on camera and tell these stories, because I really want these stories to get out. This is what people don't hear, what they need to hear to personally vest them in the situation, because I know that's what's vested me, what's kept me out here, for 3.5 months, no matter what the weather, no matter what time of day,
So it's those kind of things that you're thinking of and concerned about, right? Yeah.
Exactly. This is the kind of things that keep me doing it no matter what. No matter what kind of opposition comes my way, I just have to keep doing it. And I'm lucky I get to see my kids once a week or so. You were asking about my children on the phone.
Yeah.
People, I see days ahead. Kiss my children into bed. All across the planet, I see that everything is fine. Yeah! Rise up, people, against the war. Rise up, people, against the war. Rise up, people, against the war. Rise up, people. We got the power and the will, and we'll do it for our children. For the warmongers and the corporate whores in the history books with the dinosaurs. I claim my power, I claim my rights, and no dirty tricks are gonna change my mind. I'm gonna rise up, rise up, rise up. I'm gonna rise up, rise up, rise up.